Ladies and gentlemen, we got another reaction for you today. This is part three and the final part of Michael Air Jordan, the original documentary done by Joe Vincent. Okay, Joe Vincent, this was an amazing documentary. Thank you so much for making this. I really enjoyed the time that I had watching this documentary. It was very entertaining and it changed my whole perspective on Michael Jordan. Out of all the Michael Jordan videos I've seen in the past, I I can see why people were calling him the GOAT, but this documentary clarified it for me. So thank you so much. And for people who requested this video, thank you guys so much. And people who requested Michael Jordan videos and all the other basketball videos, thank y'all so much. I appreciate it, all the love and support, and it really means a lot to me. We can only go up from here. Post comments down below. Let me know what you all think. This is most likely probably gonna be my last Michael Jordan video because I said in part one I'm running out of Michael Jordan videos to react to. I pretty much reacted to almost all of them. This was the last one. If you guys have any more, comment down below. If you guys have any YouTube ideas, comment down below because my channel is still growing and it can only go up from here. You know what I'm saying? Just becoming a YouTube partner. Thank you guys so much for all the love and support. I appreciate y'all so much. Looking to turn this into a full-time thing. And yeah, man, this is phenomenal, man. This is phenomenal. So yeah, post comments down below, man. My book The Prodigy is out now. Link in the description down below. And yeah, man. All right, Rudy, you good? Yes, sir. All right. Enjoy the video. Grab your popcorn, grab your drinks, set your recliners. This video is an hour long. This is the final part. And yeah, man. Enjoy. God bless. All right. So we got Michael Air Jordan, original documentary. This is part three. Depends on how long this video is going to be. This might be the final part, or we're going to do part four. Will be released on Tuesday. Depends on how we do it. So I'm enjoying this documentary. I can't wait to resume this. I did not know Michael Jordan had that much of an impact on this game. I did not know that. But you know what? We're gonna get right on into it because I don't wanna wait any longer. So part three, Michael A. Jordan, original documentary. Let's get on into it.
So you found somebody new.
A new season brought new hope.
Number 23, Michael Jordan.
The stadium trembles each time his name is called, as much with anticipation as with noise. Phil Jackson plans to turn Michael loose again this year with less structure on offense, in hopes that other players will become more involved.
The uncanny ability to be able to create shots and hang in the air.
MJ continued to create highlights night after night.
With the beginning of the season, one of Michael Jordan's biggest problems is getting in and out of NBA arenas in one piece. He's unquestionably the most sought-after autograph in sports.
Jordan has it, drives it baseline,
You'd wonder whether all the hype, the spotlight gets to Jordan, whether the pressure and lack of privacy wears him down.
up court is Jordan.
Can he fly or what?
His hang time is crazy.
Michael with a 360 driving layup.
This jump shot should be framed and hung up in a museum.
Jordan's first field goal. He's got 4 of their 10.
Pure art.
Jordan, 6 of 8 from the field. Jordan with that incredible hang
Look
time.
at that hang
Mercy,
time,
how did
yo.
he stay up so long? 33.
People who were not basketball fans wanted to see basketball games, NBA games, because of him. And he sold the league. And he meant more ticket sales, more television ratings, better sponsorship, more memorabilia sales, more sales, t-shirts and hats, and anything connected with basketball.
Jordan and the Bulls headed to Cleveland for what would be another historic performance from the GOAT.
Michael Jordan is averaging 33 a game against the league, 44 a game against Cleveland.
March 28, 1990 was the date of another of Michael Jordan's greatest games.
For the game between Chicago and Cleveland. Jordan, who's posted Bennett with the turnaround, and Michael Jordan says so much for that defense on my first possession.
A game for the ages, where every shot was falling for Jordan.
the Mario sound effect.
60 points for Jordan.
Jordan would go to the line. 69 points was within reach.
But this will tie him with Pete Maravich right there.
Of course, he drained both and scored 69.
Nice. 69 points for Michael Jordan.
Wow.
You know, when we talk about the Bulls and their progression over the last couple of years, 3 years ago, they finally made the playoffs. 2 years ago, you made it to the semifinals. Last year, you made it all the way to the Eastern Conference Championships. In fact, came 96 minutes away from winning.
We're getting close. We're getting close.
Jelly told him you'll be on the floor at the end of the game. That's all he said.
Chicago continued to be the show to watch in the league.
So will Jordan.
Michael's high-flying feats were now expected every game.
Richmond here gets it stolen by Jordan. Jordan on the steal against the Rookie of the Year, and the stop.
He was every bit as good as advertised.
48. MJ led the Bulls back to the playoffs. In round one, Jordan destroyed the Bucks.
Jordan with the tip away and gets it back from Pippen.
You can hear the sound effects when he's dribbling the basketball.
The Bulls
and the
swept
skirt on the court. You can hear the sound effects.
To the Spectrum in Philadelphia for Game 4 of this Eastern Conference semifinal series between the Chicago Bulls and the Philadelphia 76ers.
Another cheek clapping as the Bulls advanced easily to the conference finals.
Wow, Hawkins in all kinds of traffic. Here's a breakaway for you-know-who. Whammo.
And that'll do it as Chicago moves out to a 3-1 lead.
In 1990, MJ once again faced off with the bad boy Pistons.
3 guys are going to be around him at every turn, particularly when he's about to shoot the ball.
Here he is put into an actual chokehold.
Man.
And still, no whistle.
Now look at the triple team as Sally and Rodman collapsed on Jordan.
The Pistons were flagrant in their efforts to prevent MJ from dominating.
And Jordan is still down.
This series was notoriously ugly, with MJ going down hard several times.
Well, no, certainly when he gets his hands on the ball.
No, there's the answer.
Even with the dirty tactics, MJ averaged 30 against the Pistons in his playoff career. Here, Dumars has second thoughts about contesting a pissed-off Michael Jordan dunk.
Thank you.
For every moment of Jordan artistry, we were given more of this from the Pistons.
A batter going to cover. Michael Jordan goes in.
Very hard foul, as hard as we've seen, and we've seen a lot of those times in this series.
But you really got to feel for this man right here. I mean, playing his heart.
This stifling Detroit Piston defense holds the Chicago Bulls to 28 of 90, 31%.
You know, we fought hard. You know, they were the better team. We went to a 7-game series. What more can we ask for? You know, we want to be where they are, but we still got to win our turn. We're still trying to improve our team. They were the better team, and they played better today.
The sun rose on a new season for Chicago, and from Game 1, it was clear the Bulls were on a mission.
Go off here in the stadium. So they'll play in a little bit of a haze here.
Scottie Pippen had come into his own.
Rifles it down.
Here, Jordan attacks the missed free throw.
His first game as a Bull. With the net. Michael Jordan.
A new era of basketball was beginning. It was safe to say the Chicago fans were anticipating a great season.
Seconds. Grant out high. Wide left. Pippen.
It gets better after that.
Michael Jordan saves the day. Look out. No matter who's
fly is really magical on television. And it brought people who were not basketball fans in just at the sheer majesty and grace of his movement.
Jordan past Petrovic.
One of the sickest moves in basketball history.
Oh, you can hear the Lions roar.
Oh, yes, yes, yes.
Advances on the dribble to Jordan.
He cruised to his second league MVP award and fifth straight scoring title.
1991 Edge Most Valuable Player Award to Michael Jordan.
Nice. Nice.
But the regular season felt like a formality. It was the playoffs we were all waiting for.
Here comes Michael bursting down the wall.
Oh, we've seen them all, Jimmy. We've seen them all.
Joined by James Jordan, father of Michael. Now, James, Michael has told you.
We're just like Michael, too.
Well, you know, Michael says that they've gotten so close this year, and there's no assurance that they're going to get this close again, so he's certainly like to go all the way.
Showtime in New York. Yeah.
Jordan destroyed the Knicks in front of Knicks superfan Spike Lee.
Off to the left. Michael double teamed on the drive in for the left. It's chased into the corner. Comes right back.
Posterizing most of the Knicks team en route to a sweep.
One of the best highlights I've ever seen. That's one of the best highlights I've ever seen Michael Jordan did. Split two double teams and then dunk on the third person. That's one of the best highlights I've ever seen.
In the conference finals, MJ and the Bulls would face their greatest rivals one more time.
I mean, he may be up there because he has publicists and media and pumping him up, but as a individual, down-to-earth, heart person, he has, I mean, who is he? Who cares about him?
Detroit has knocked out the Bulls each of the last 3 seasons, the last 2 in the conference finals.
Now Armstrong coming back off to Michael.
The 62-year-old building is rocking in Chicago.
After receiving his MVP trophy, MJ buried the Pistons for the final time.
And Pippen able to feed it off to Jordan. The Pistons with the indication that it is all
over. The decision was made just to walk off.
If you had it to do over again, would you shake hands with the Bulls?
Absolutely.
The Detroit Pistons heading back to the locker room. Their season has concluded while the Chicago Bulls advance to the NBA championship round.
Nice. I want to get to the flu game. That's what I want to see.
That compliments him. They're not a perfect team. He carries this team. Rarely do players carry teams to wins, much less championships.
You're not going to avoid the magic Michael thing.
And we got out on him about 12-2, and I said, I'm gonna really rattle his chain. So I went over there, tapped him on the shoulder, and said, hey man, if you don't turn into Air Jordan, we're gonna blow you out today. Jimmy, his eyes got big.
Don't tempt Michael.
Come about right here now, it's way out. He's looking at me.
Stripped by Jordan. There's Jordan. Jordan scored the 46. That was the one loss in the series. Jordan again. He has 20.
Michael has a streak in him competitively that I've never seen in anyone before.
I think Michael Jordan had the perfect body. It's long, it's lean, he can run, he can jump. Everything was perfect.
The look away to Livingston. Jordan.
Michael Jordan in 1991 came down on us with the right hand, tongue out. He switched in midair to the left.
Greatest highlights in NBA history, probably in sports history.
And the Chicago Bulls have won their first ever NBA championship.
Incredible. There'll never be.
The moral is you should not talk trash to Michael Jordan.
At last, Michael Jordan had become a world champion.
We got to be back here next year for another long struggle.
And as if there's not enough of Michael Jordan to go around, he's even been turned into a cartoon superhero.
The endorsements, commercials, appearances, and business deals guarantee him $50 million annually. And Forbes says he's the highest paid athlete on earth and the first non-boxer to head the list.
I bet he know it is.
Well, you know, some call it the greatest show on earth. It's not actually a circus or a magic show. It's the Chicago Bulls.
Chicago Bulls look to join Detroit and Los Angeles as the only franchises doing consecutive NBA titles in the last 2 decades.
The next season, the Bulls were like rock stars.
We are tipped off for the 1991-92 season here on TNT.
At home, they continued their usual dominance. They won 14 of their first 17 games. And on the road, they were cheered by opposing fans.
Tipped away. Poster. Poster time. To Michael. Oh, yes.
I like it.
The season was a showcase of Jordan's brilliance.
Michael with a quick step. Fakes it, goes to pick it.
He was the most famous living human being.
Don't be stupid. Stay in school.
It's a lot like a circus or a magic show. Every city in America, really every country worldwide would love to have the Chicago Bulls play in their arena.
Bulls looking for a phone booth. Michael taking off. Here he comes.
Despite the hype of his times, he just may have scraped immortality with his wings.
Boom! Yes! And they want a 20-second timeout. Phoenix wants a 20-second timeout, and they'll get it.
I like it.
This place is going crazy, Red. You got it.
Chicago's Bulls, the winningest in the NBA, led by the great Michael Jordan.
We all know that Michael Jordan was the greatest basketball player ever.
He was again voted league MVP. His third, and now back-to-back.
Portland and Chicago. It was almost inevitable. For the Bulls, there are great expectations of a different kind. This team has its championship. Now it seeks its place in history.
All right, Mike, this is a series that features 2 of the NBA's premier players, Michael Jordan and Clyde Drexler.
2 superstars, the Jordan-Drexler matchup.
Michael never played with a player that would get double teamed. So you had to carry that offensive load for not just a season, an entire career, and then on the other end be first team all defensive play. There's no one going to ever be like that, these super teams. Nobody will ever have that burden put on them.
Michael Jordan is the best combination of basketball player and athlete that I've ever seen.
Superstars love this situation. It's built up to be Jordan versus Drexler. Michael Jordan is saying, okay, come on, you're in my building.
Jordan with the steal! Commenting about the comparisons
It's just, let me tell you something, man.
Jordan made the point. Well, I have not.
Hold on. It's just, what more can you say? I know I haven't been saying much. It's just, what more can you say? This dude is the definition of phenomenal. You know what I'm saying? Like, when it comes to touching a basketball, he is the definition of phenomenal. There's nothing much you can say. Like, there's nothing much I can say. Like, it's just, wow. I want to see the flu game. That's what I want to see.
To shoot three-point shots. As if to say, what if I wanted to go that route? Well, he has chosen to look for the three here in the first quarter. It's unusual to see Michael bombing away. That's his third three-point attempt.
Jordan made only 27 the entire regular season.
Jordan for three. Well, Michael has gone to a new weapon. That's his fourth three-point field goal.
And the aura of being Michael Jordan.
That is an NBA Finals record. 5 three-pointers in a half. Drexler for three, air ball.
Three. This is insane, bro.
The scariest competitor I've ever watched in any sport.
You see that look? Michael indicating he can't believe it. The Chicago Bulls have won the NBA championship for the second straight season.
Considering the relative youth of their nucleus, they could be in position to extend towards a dynasty.
And there was an otherworldly aspect to Michael Jordan that he did things that nobody else could do.
In 1992, the NBA was still searching for its footing on the global stage.
For more than half a century, the U.S. was so dominant in basketball that its collegiate players were all that was needed to win the gold.
And here's the thrusting for the USSR. They win it 82-76.
Those other countries were using pros. Playing against 18, 19-year-old kids. That is really unfair.
That's unfair. Yeah, that's unfair.
The Olympics would now allow professional athletes to compete for the first time, opening the door for the formation of a team.
There was an idea called the Avengers Initiative.
Moments ago, the
He gonna use the Avengers. He gonna use the Avengers.
I kept thinking that the attention would dissipate. They're going to play the first game. They're going to win by 60.
A team unlike any other.
A 6'6" guard, Michael Jordan.
The guy on the bench is taking pictures.
What may well be the best basketball team ever assembled.
Curtinitis that Mullin reads him so well, and watch out. So suddenly the lead stretches to 15. Oh!
The Dream Team is credited with bringing NBA basketball to the world.
Tim Hustle, number 14 with the score.
That's what people have been waiting for. Hello.
An entire generation of kids in Europe watched Michael Jordan in awe and fell in love with the game.
Prior to the U.S. beating these teams by 60 points, they pose at midcourt.
It's a watershed moment in the history of sports. Not just the Olympics, not just basketball. Never before and never again will there be such a team.
Yes, look at these numbers. 31 straight points at one stretch, 46-1 run by the United States.
A game goes to international.
64-16.
Had nothing to do with those games in '92. But who took so much from it.
Jordan was now the reigning back-to-back league MVP, a two-time Olympic gold medalist, and the reigning two-time NBA champion, looking for a three-peat.
6th straight scoring title, the all-defensive team for the 5th straight year.
3 MVP awards, highest playoff scoring average in history, are incredible on their own terms, but they don't begin to explain just how great a player Jordan has been.
I don't think there's any flaw in this guy's game. He's the best defensive player in the league. He's the best competitor in the league. He's by far the best offensive player.
A lot of minutes played here. Yeah. Charles, you better get over and help Charles. No help.
He said you ready to go over there and help Charles. No help. Look what you get.
Really sets him apart from the other players.
Right now, Michael took the block.
Both ends, though. Both
The
ends.
three-peat is one of sport's most elusive achievements. In NBA history, only the Minneapolis Lakers and Bill Russell's Celtics achieved a three-peat. It had been 27 years since the last three-peat.
11.4 seconds remaining. Bulls are leading by 1. Inbound for Dumars, guarded by Scottie Pippen. Time winding down. Dumars gets by Pippen and hits the jumper with 4.1 seconds remaining.
There aren't any, are there?
Pippen will toss in. B.J. Armstrong is on the floor for the Bulls, along with Michael Jordan. The inbounds a cart right to Jordan. Time winding down. Michael for 3.
That's crazy.
Yes! A winner! Unbelievable!
Michael Jordan was the most famous person in the world.
So Michael Jordan turns out to be the guy who really has everything.
He is, of course, Michael Jordan, the best player the NBA has ever seen.
116 to 104, but Johnny, 2:45 left. This thing isn't over. Pippen gets it to Jordan. Michael challenges and slams.
Lions roar, bro. That is crazy.
52 points, 9 rebounds, 6 assists, 21 for 35.
Knicks beat the Chicago Bulls last night to even up their playoff series, one game apiece, and somehow the Knicks managed to contain Michael Jordan to just 15 points.
Jordan upset because he was quick. Looked like he got scratched by Starks. And he was very upset about it. And they continue on. Jordan wanted to go at him. And they're trying to calm Starks.
We just fell apart.
You think you recover?
You're going home for this race. Do we have a choice?
Can you recover?
We don't have a choice.
When you mention the teams Jordan went through, those Knicks especially, there's some football being played.
Yeah. In the 90s, in the Grove, you get chucked with a forearm.
All that running through the paint.
Oh, did he show the rookie something, Jimmy?
Ooh, the elevation, though.
On the defensive end.
And then you couple that with all of that athleticism, then his confidence skyrocket.
By Rivers, and now Jordan with some words for Rivers.
He talks a lot of trash, and he had the aura. Everything came together.
Sat out Thursday night with a bad throw. Here's Jordan. Jordan with the steal. And then it's stolen by Starks. McDaniel chased by Jordan. It's a clean block.
Whose game is it? It's Michael Jordan's game.
And it is.
Dude, man, hold on. I'm so sorry that I can't be finding my cursor. Like, hold on. Like, I mean, look at the hustle, man.
Whose game is it? It's Michael Jordan's game.
I mean, let's see the score. Let's see the score. Okay. So of all my years, out of all the highlights that I've seen of any basketball player or any NFL player, well, let's stick straight to basketball. But out of everybody I've seen, I never seen this much hustle and heart and dedication than Michael Jordan had. This by far is the best display I have ever seen. My God. I mean, yo, like, I just thought, who can, I don't think there will be another Michael Jordan. I can understand why people say they don't think there will be another Michael Jordan. There's only one. People are one of a kind. There can only be one. Okay, so I mean, this there can only will there be somebody in the future who can play a similar game as him, or perhaps better? Probably, but right now we just have to wait and see. But let's just take the time and appreciate Michael Jordan, what he has done to the game. All right, because you can't just say we're done with the 90s. You can't just say that we're done with the 90s. You can't just say that, bro. You can't just say that, because Michael Jordan has changed and influenced. Okay, hold on. I gotta charge up my computer. Okay, there we go. So you can't just, because NBA players today were inspired by Michael Jordan. They play the game because of Michael Jordan. Some say they play the game because of Kobe Bryant. Who did Kobe Bryant look up to? Who did he get his game at? Who did he get his game from? Michael Jordan. So that's why Kobe fans, they respect Michael Jordan, because Kobe got his game from Michael Jordan. Because if it weren't for Michael Jordan, we wouldn't see almost most of these NFL players, I mean not NFL, NBA players today. So you can't just say ignore the 90s or forget about the 90s. You can't say that.
Going on to the NBA Finals.
Homicidally competitive. Like really, like almost you could say he had a problem. He was so competitive. His entire life just revolved around beating other people. That's how he measured himself. That's how he measured everyone he played with.
In the finals, Jordan did as he always did and made sure to leave a lasting memory for all the spectators.
Yes! There is a 7-second disparity between the shot clock and the game. Yes! It would have been better for Charles to follow all the way than halfway foul.
The Chicago Bulls have climbed the Mount Olympus of the NBA.
Chicago Bulls for 3 straight NBA championships.
We've gone through a lot. Me personally, I've gone through a lot of ups and downs, but to cap it off this way means a lot to me, believe me.
I hate to make you look ahead, but you've talked about retirement in a year or two. Could you step aside if the streak is still intact?
No, my love is strong for this game right now. That's how I'm looking at it, and I'm going to be here as long as my love is strong.
Last night, we began the show with the disappearance of Michael Jordan's father. Tonight, the worst fears have come true. James Jordan was found dead, the victim of an apparent murder.
What is still unclear and will be for some time is what effect this tragedy will have on Michael Jordan and his future with the Chicago Bulls.
In a matter of moments, Michael Jordan is expected to officially announce his retirement.
It's a very bittersweet day. There's a certain sadness because the greatest athlete to ever play a team sport is leaving the game. I can only imagine what it was like seeing Babe Ruth, because I think this man, I used to say, was the Babe Ruth of basketball. I've now come to believe that Babe Ruth was the Michael Jordan of baseball.
When Michael Jordan first retired from the Chicago Bulls in October of 1993, following his father's murder, the sports world was shocked. 4 months later, Jordan dropped another bombshell. He decided to pursue a career in baseball.
Pursuing the game he loved first, Jordan attempted to become a baseball player. The Bulls hung Jordan's number in the rafters as the world said goodbye to the GOAT. In his absence, a new champion had risen in the NBA.
Seconds away from the Knicks dethroning the Chicago Bulls.
to the 1994 NBA World Champion.
The NBA tried to plan for his retirement, tried to promote other players, like the Lakers' Shaquille O'Neal. But the shoe company Reebok recently canceled Shaq's shoe contract.
What is the NBA without Michael Jordan?
I think the NBA without Michael Jordan is in deep trouble.
Just being given an opportunity is something that I can feel very privileged about. I mean, the White Sox gave me an opportunity just to go out there and see what type of skills I have. And
would you like to see him come back?
Yes, I would. I think that he would be a good addition to this game.
Michael Jordan announced today he's coming back to basketball.
Jordan returns to the NBA on NBC at noon
Two
Eastern.
words. I'm back. Just like the classic 2 words. I'm back.
In an NBA game, only 5 months after his number 23 was raised to the rafters in Chicago, Michael Jordan has returned, and he's wearing number 45.
A lot of special moments in NBA basketball. Usually the opening game of the season, the playoffs, 7th game of the series, the finals. I don't know about you, but I got the goosebumps for this one. This is very special.
The moment is nearly at hand. Michael Jordan's return to the NBA.
Michael Jordan. Whereas Jordan is the undisputed GOAT. Like there's, really no debate.
Make a wish. Count to 3.
Welcome back, Michael Jordan.
You know, he's the greatest that's ever played.
Greatest who ever played.
Yeah.
You go right there.
No question about it.
Jordan for the win.
He's just a superstar. Like you said, Bill, he was a celebrity. He wasn't a basketball player. He was a celebrity.
And I'll tell you, as a kid growing up, in high school, I can't even describe what that was like at the time.
We put it on prime time, but Michael brought it to a whole nother level and took it international.
It's the magical, mystical Jordan Road Tour, 1995. The Bulls are 2-2 since his return, and one of the most asked questions in America, most often asked, is how is Michael doing? How is his return?
However, Starks told me moments ago the Knicks still plan to have him go one-on-one, no double teaming. He wasn't intimidated before, and he's not now, and he says he's eager for the challenge.
Moments away from tip-off, there is John Starks. He's been a little bit of a slump lately offensively, but he does play Michael Jordan very well. Viewing early in the game, Kukoc on the run.
Ezekiel 25:17. The path of the righteous man is beset.
Look out.
They brought the Bible verse in there. The path of the righteous man.
For he is truly his brother's keeper and the finder of lost sheep.
What else? It's 20 first quarter points for Michael Jordan.
Look, I know what it must seem like to a younger generation. Guys, it's ridiculous. No matter what LeBron does, if he's not perfect, then he's not Jordan. Yeah, Jordan set a standard of near perfection.
If he's not perfect, he's not Jordan. Wow, that's a big statement.
Great vengeance and furious anger.
And did you ask, is he back?
Those who attempt to poison and destroy my brother.
55 points.
Ain't that from Pulp Fiction? I know that's a Bible verse, but ain't that Samuel Jackson?
A team may have been better than the Chicago Bulls.
Samuel Jackson from Pulp Fiction.
And you will know my name is the Lord.
Yep, that's him.
When I lay my vengeance upon you.
Michael finds the open man. Whittington with a jam. 3.1 remaining.
Damn, she fine. I'm sorry. I'm sorry, y'all. I'm sorry. I'm sorry, y'all. I know that was out of character. That woman was fine. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Okay, get back to the video. I'm gonna stop this in 1 minute. The part 4 will be the last 10 minutes. All right.
There's no arguments about who the best guy in the league was.
The Chicago Bulls were an unstoppable force during the 1995-96 campaign.
That 95-96 Bulls team is the greatest professional sports team I have ever seen in any league at any time.
In Michael Jordan's first full season back, after giving baseball a try, the Bulls won an NBA record 72 games in the regular season.
When they terrorized the playoffs.
As the Bulls now extend their record to 9-1.
With the addition of Dennis Rodman, the 95-96 Bulls were an unstoppable juggernaut.
One of the toughest things about this job is that we're always under pressure to come up with different superlatives to describe the heroics of Michael Jordan.
They chased down the all-time wins record.
It's a 2-on-1. Michael Jordan.
And finished the season at 72-10.
I never thought I'd see nothing like that, man. I used to see the bottom of that motherfucking tennis shoes, man. I used to be standing out, but
10 minutes left. Should it be a part 4 or should I finish it? Rudy, what you think? Should I finish it? Should it be a part 4? We gonna finish it. All right. Because I'm really enjoying this, man. I'm really enjoying this.
boom, I'm
Catch him. No.
And as they dealt with the pressures of trying to win 70 games in the regular season.
The greatest regular season team of all time was headed to the postseason.
Orlando Magic versus Chicago Bulls. We had beat them the year before, went to the finals and got swept. Came back, Michael Jordan came back stronger than ever.
The Bulls have swept the Magic. Jordan finishes with 45 points. The Bulls do it 106 to 101 as the Orlando Magic have been swept from the playoffs for the third straight season.
Swept again. Michael, who's my fraternity brother, puts his hand on my shoulder and says, before you succeed, you must first learn to fail.
In the playoffs, Jordan was a dreadnought.
Didn't matter who you weren't getting anything when Jordan was around.
Jordan just looked over at Spike Lee and waved bye-bye. This one ends appropriately enough in front of New York's most celebrated fan, Spike Lee.
And through most
all he had to do was shake his head. Like, hey,
not so much as a competition as a
that's crazy.
With 72 wins, all the consecutive winnings, games that we have won, but by no means do we want to do all that and then be the team that lose to the Seattle Supersonics in the finals.
And Marv, he has come all the way back to best player and MVP status.
And then he played a 63-win Sonics team and beat them in 6 games. No one ever took him 7 games in the finals.
The Bulls were able to complete the
He was trying to decide which one to finish with. That's crazy.
After defeating the Sonics in Game 6. Michael Jordan, once again named Finals MVP, his 4th MVP trophy in his many tries.
Watch this. I'm going to fly through the air. How about that?
He just puts it in one hand and takes it down the lane.
Career high, 67 points, and you folks were here to see.
He was the first guy that would literally fly through the f***ing air, slamming in dunks. Where you would see it on the highlight reels on like ESPN, you'd see it on the news, and people would just be standing there shaking their head.
Maybe it was an innocent question from Michael Jordan. Is it Byron or Brian Russell? But it drew Russell's fire. Brian responding, is it Michael or Michelle? Now, on the one hand, you got to give Brian props for not backing down, but on the other,
come on, man. That's a low blow. That's a low blow.
Hasta la vista, baby.
There is a big story going around this building right now. Michael Jordan is sick.
15,100 fans in attendance and the 600 million watching around the world. Ladies and gentlemen,
That's that announcer. That's that boxer announcer. Yo, you know how big you gotta be? Hold on. You know how big you gotta be to get that announcer, that legendary announcer, to announce the beginning of your games, to come from boxing all the way to NBA? Man, listen. Man, listen. That's how you know he had a huge impact on the game. That's how you know that. Ooh.
And the Jazz not able to get to their offensive glass. Ostertag was great. Karl Malone's got the 3 fouls.
I mean, it was the man could hardly walk. He could hardly breathe. And he elevated himself.
Jordan to the cutting long way.
If you give up, then they give up. You know, so I didn't want to give up. You know, no matter how sick I was, or how tired I was, or how, low on energy I was.
And he's tied the game.
It's like the things that he does over and over again is like Michelangelo repainting the Sistine Chapel over and over again.
Near exhaustion, ready to fall over. He's got his team tied now.
When they called a timeout, how he came out of the ball game and
Oh yeah, that's the flu game. Oh, you should have went more in depth with it. You know what I'm saying?
He doesn't want to waste any energy. No high fives, no lifting water to his mouth. He is exhausted.
A heroic performance by Michael Jordan.
I mean, as long as he plays the game, he's going to amaze us no matter what.
Yes! They lead it! 38 points for the Kings!
Leaning on Scotty as they walked off the floor. I'm not sure he had full mobility.
Looks like he's a boxer just hanging on along the rope. Performance by the flu.
Looks like a boxer hanging on along the ropes.
That I think will go down as one of the greatest of his career because of the situation. It is all over. The Bulls have won the title by defeating the Jazz 90-86 in its bedlam here at the United Center.
Max, from a physicality standpoint, he was actually an underdog from the position of getting beat up. Jordan ruled.
Michael Jordan with the takeoff and the crush.
And one time we played the Bulls, we get off the bus before the game. Jordan parks inside his Ferrari. We're getting off the bus, and he's smoking a cigar. Before the game? Before the game. And he's like, who's going to check me?
Michael shakes the finger, and he finally got his dunk on Mount Matumbo.
Find the finger wave.
Rebound, Cartwright, off to Jordan. Michael Jordan, power jam in Barkley's face. I can't stop this feeling deep inside of me. Jordan, turn it
Good afternoon, everyone, and welcome once again to Bulls basketball, playoff basketball.
In his heart, Michael already.
Well, I say I may have to mute that because that's music. YouTube is strict on music.
And he just got better and better. I mean, he was. I've never seen a guy that I thought was as good as anybody I'd ever seen. 5 years later, he was 10 times better, and 5 years later, he was 10 times better.
Game 6 in Utah. For the Bulls, a win would mean a championship. For Michael, it would mean the cementing of his legacy.
Inside, they've already begun the chant of beat the Bulls. Jordan for three.
Got it. What you do has to transcend the generations in order to retain your place as the GOAT.
Here's Michael. He's got 21.
Michael Jordan always took his game to another level in the playoffs.
Jordan pulls up.
Like we've never seen before.
And connects. 25 for MJ.
6 titles, 6 finals MVPs. That means it was all about you each series. You were the mismatch.
He's still Michael Jordan.
He's still Michael Jordan.
Through fatigue, through age, through whatever, has only brought him somewhat back to the field. He still leads the field.
He became the most dangerous man alive.
Cross-court Stockton, a three!
those two three-peats that Jordan has, those are hard to compare anything to.
None of us ever saw what he was going to do, and we thought he was going to be great.
Pippen into Jordan. Michael working on Russell. Brings them to within one. Michael Jordan with 45 points.
6 NBA Finals MVPs without ever allowing a Game 7.
Here comes Chicago.
Ooh, what a steal.
Michael Jordan is the greatest basketball player I've ever seen. Better than LeBron, better than Kobe, better than everybody.
Jordan, open.
Wish.
The Chicago Bulls have won their 6th NBA championship, and it's their second three-peat.
He was, without a
With a
doubt, the
three-peat
greatest
twice.
basketball player of all time, and he still is.
Nobody brings it home like Joe Vincent. Nobody. Make it so.
That's all, folks. Well, that's my line.
What a documentary, man. What a documentary.
I had a purpose.
Hold up. That's the Kobe Bryant one. If y'all want me to if y'all want me to do the Kobe Bryant one, comment down below. But well, all right, ladies and gentlemen. Okay. So what a documentary, man. What a documentary. That is phenomenal. That is easily one of the best documentaries I've ever seen. The Last Dance was really good. This was really good as well. So thank y'all for requesting this. This was really good. I really appreciate it. I enjoyed the Michael Jordan ride, and I remember my first Michael Jordan video that I post. The first few days, it only had like 6 or 5, 9 views, and then like 2 days later, it just blew up. It just blew up, and then my channel just went up from there. And Michael Jordan vids, Larry Bird, Magic Johnson, Luca, Tim Duncan, like all the basketball vids, and I'm going to do more. I still have to do Kobe Bryant, but the most the most successful basketball vids that I have done was the Michael Jordan one. Like that alone, I just want to thank you guys for all the love and support. It really means a lot to me, and me becoming a YouTube partner, and my channel is still growing to this day. And thank you all so much. And it's gonna be tough trying to find videos trying to replace Michael Jordan videos. It's gonna be tough. It's gonna be tough. Or you guys have any YouTube ideas? Comment down below. And look, man, this was one hell of a documentary, man. I ain't never seen a player with such a magnitude like Michael Jordan. I never seen anything like it. People say LeBron James, like people say now. The reason why people say LeBron James is the GOAT now is because he won a championship with 3 different organizations. First of all, that Lakers one don't even count. In my opinion, because that was the COVID one. They should have just postponed the season. They postponed the season. They resumed. A lot of other players didn't even come back who were playing. They didn't even come back because that one, they either had COVID, or 2, they didn't want to play, or 3, they weren't conditioned to play. And they came back. They played in the bubble, and the Miami Heat versus the Lakers, you can see Jimmy Butler, he was playing his butt off and he was tired, but he wasn't conditioned for it because he's been sitting at home for like 4 months, and Look, a championship is a championship, but for me, the COVID championship, I don't think that's really that important. I really don't think that's that important. They should have just canceled the season and resume, and they should have just canceled the season and look forward to the next one. All right, that's all they had to do. That's all they had to do. Then you're cooking. All right, but the best championship that LeBron James won was the one in Cleveland. That is the greatest championship in NBA history. And matter of fact, and probably in all the sports, that 3-1 deficit, come back from a 3-1 deficit and beat a 73-9 team, that is hard to do. I give credit to LeBron on that one. I give him credit on that one, and I give him a lot of thanks because he brought a championship to my city. Thank you, LeBron, so much. That's why you're at the top of the mountain. That's why you're at the near top of the mountain for me. But Michael Jordan to do a three-peat twice, that is hard to do. I don't think we are never going to see another Michael Jordan. I don't think we're never going to see another Michael Jordan. I don't think we're never going to see it. Another Michael Jordan. I don't think we're ever going to see it. Nah, I don't think we're ever going to see it. Post comments down below. Let me know what you all think. What videos should I do next? Or YouTube videos? What YouTube ideas do you guys have for me? Um, yeah, man. What YouTube videos do you guys have for me, man? Cause I gotta find something to replace these Michael Jordan vids and the basketball vids, cause those are my most popular vids going right now, and I'm running out of videos to react to. So, are there any YouTube ideas besides reactions? Let me know so we can keep this channel growing. I'm open to all ideas. Thank y'all so much for all the love and support. I appreciate it, and we only go up from here. Only go up from here. All right, all right, man. God bless, and yeah, hope you guys enjoyed it. God bless.